10th over. They've pretty much bowled all their main bowlers, barring Jadeja.
Positions. 2 behind the wicket, 2 just in front. Who's won the power play, gentlemen?
Pakistan was winning it, but a couple of wickets and India come roaring back. I'm sitting on the fence.
It's not you, Bazid. Come on.
They have to sit on the fence. 22 against New Zealand, so Pakistan have done what, 30 more, so they've done well. The intent was there.
Bazid, this is like saying, I got a D- in my quiz, so a C+ is good. Come on.
Yeah,
it's uncomfortable on the fence.
But 52 Pakistan would take. They take 52 for 1. 52 for 2, maybe just lost a wicket extra.
Similar field for the right-hander. It's a busy player. Rizwan.
Things didn't start really well for India. The bowlers were trying to find and control the amount of swing, but in between that, Babar got some lovely shots going. Did a few lovely cover drives. Imam showed good intent, but didn't come about in terms of scores. And they were doing really well before this happened. Hardik Pandya got Babar Azam. Soon after, Imamul Haq had a massive error in judgment, and that brought India back in the game. Things were looking nice and smooth for Pakistan, but in the last 10 minutes, as you always expect in an India-Pakistan encounter, things have evened out a bit.
I agree with Bazid that 52 for 1, I think Pakistan would have taken the power play.
See what India is trying to do to South Shakil, not give him any room with offside players, so just tuck him up as much as possible and use the odd bouncer. On the other hand, Mohammad Rizwan rotates strike really well. Having played with him, I can tell you, it can get tiresome at times. Changes his gloves once too often, falls down trying to dive once too often.
Has a few cramps here and there as well. That's when he is dangerous. Once he feels his hamstring or feels his calf, then you know that he's in.
I'll tell you one thing, Harsha doesn't like the pace of play to slow down. So Mohammad Rizwan better watch out here.
No, he's a busy player, Rizwan. Can be a bit theatrical sometimes. He's a good player. That's the bottom line. Eventually, a good enough player.
Polite, aren't you? Can be sometimes. What you want with Rizwan is the ball coming back in. That's where he struggles. The ball pitching and cutting back in. So the LBW in play, he's got bowled a few times. Babar just got one that seemed away. But with Rizwan, it's the opposite. You want the ball attacking the stumps earlier on, especially in his innings.
It's one of those balls coming in that changed the course famously of that T20 game. Close to the body. 3 of the over. 11 gone. 55 for 2.
Wow. Grip service जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी. Pakistan's global tire brand.
Which he bowls.
But straight away he's running quicker. As often as we've often told you, an indicator of how Shami is feeling, how what his fitness is, he's running quicker.
It was pretty obvious in the first spell he wasn't feeling at his best, and the physio had to come in, worked a bit on his shin, which is not a bad thing considering that he's had his injury on the knee and then a little bit in the hamstring. Because it's the shin, I come back into Rizwan in fact.
Such a huge event in Pakistan, here in Dubai as well. Nobody will forget that 2017 Champions Trophy final. Shikhar Dhawan has got a magnificent record in ICC tournaments. Sanjay Gupta representing the broadcaster whose funding makes the tournament, brings it alive. It's gone round the wicket.
And this is what Pakistan would want exactly, just a partnership built through the middle phase too. Now you look at India-Pakistan games, especially in T20 cricket, you think the initial phase where the power play or the initial overs defines the game, but one-day cricket is very different. Got to go through the phases, be able to counter all those challenges that you get. It's almost like more akin to test match cricket than T20 cricket, because you're tested in different ways, and now Pakistan now in this phase needs to make sure that they build.
So what will happen to Shami that he's come out looking in better rhythm? His ball, that was 139.6, significantly quicker than his first spell.
Generally, when you have a shin issue, which is what he had, you obviously tend not to run in quick. And Shami is someone who is dependent a lot on his run-up to gain that momentum. Like a lot of other fast bowlers, there are exceptions like Bumrah, but in Shami's case, definitely the run-up is very important. And now you can see with the way he's running and feeling a lot better. The last game against Bangladesh, see the speed at which he's running. Almost touches close to 30. 29 is his max speed. 31 in fact. Whereas today, as he was starting, it wasn't at his best. Wasn't probably feeling a little gingerly because of his shin. But in this spell, just the one over, but it has looked good so far. The lengths have been good as expected.
Just 3 from that over. 12 gone, 58 for 2.
तो हो जाए पाकिस्तान के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप.
What Pakistan need is a partnership of sorts from here. They were looking good in that opening partnership, then losing 2 wickets in 2 overs. Babar Azam getting out caught behind, then Imamul Haq just was a wasted wicket. Never a single there. And these are good batting conditions. It's important Pakistan rebuild. Shouts of catcher. No signal from the umpire, or is he waiting if they go up or not? One for the over, no wide. It's good afternoon to Wasim Akram, signing out.
Good afternoon, Chaz. Good afternoon, Sunny Bhai. Good afternoon, everyone. What an atmosphere. Almost full house, massive queues outside still. It took me about 45 minutes to arrive here. And Pakistan 58 for 2. We're into 13th over, and Shaz rightly said, need a partnership here, Pakistan. 11 of 18 this one. Pandya is looking good, conceded only 13 runs and got a wicket of main man Babar Azam, who looked good and then got out off a good delivery, just nipping away.
It was very clever bowling. This is the attempted hook by South Shakil, and Hardik Pandya thought that there might have been a bit of a nick. He has bowled well. He was taken for a couple of boundaries by Babar when he pitched it a little further up, but when he brought his length back, pulled his length back, he's been very, very difficult to score off. He's bowling his 4th over. He's conceded only 13 runs, out of which there were those 2 boundaries. It just tells you how well Hardik Pandya has bowled.
Run rate is just over 4.5. I understand Pakistan needs a partnership, Shazzy, here, but they need to have a scorecard ticking. You can't just play 2 and over, at least 4 and over, I reckon, for next 4-5 overs. And of course, if you get a boundary, that would be ideal.
In the gap for a single. 2 wickets have fallen, and that's after partner Pakistan got up to good shot start. 41 for no loss. Then this happened. Babar Azam first to go, then a needless run out. There's never a single there. Hit it hard to mid-on. Stumps broken by Akshar Patel. And what's amazing is with Imamul, since he made his debut in 2018, he's been run out 6 times, more than any other Pakistan player. Now, since Wasim is here, the dawn of that list is Inzamam, right? With 40 run-outs. I mean, no one's going to catch him there. But you would have seen enough of that. And he's the nephew. Does it run in the family, in the genes, or what?
No comment. Inzi will get upset. But I might be there somewhere as well. I wasn't the best runner in the world.
Hey, Ravi, you asked whether it runs in the family. I don't think there is no run in it.
Yeah, here's the run out, and then you got to explain your run out.
I mean, he was firmly hit. Fielder was halfway. He wasn't even coming from the line of the inside circle. And it was kind of a suicide run. There was no need for it. He was looking good. He was well set. And then that silly decision by Imam ul Haq. And he's back in the dressing room.
Nice delivery that, beating the outside edge. It's a good spell this from Hardik Pandya. 59 for 2.
हर मैदान हमारा मैदान है। इस मैदान में जीत की लगन और मुसलसल जिद्दोजहद ही हमारी कामयाबी है। हम हैं फ्रोनस, भर दे उजाला जिंदगी में।
Good start by Shami. Around the wicket with the angle. Obviously the ball come into the left-hander, but I think he's trying to just look at the seam position. That means it will kind of go away from the left-hander, from around the wicket. This really is now pressure is building up on Pakistan. Required run rate is under 4.5.
You see the speeds are up for Shami. He's running in better into the crease. I just thought he bowled within himself in that first spell, but the sprint is on here.
Another dot ball. That's how pressure can happen to the batter, especially when you're not rotating the strikes anyway.
Exactly. The Indians have been bowling well, no question about it. Their fielding also has been top class. But when you're not able to maybe power the ball away, maybe look to tap the ball around you and run, that might be the thing to do. But the bat speed today is such that they're looking to power the ball away most of the time.
Shazzy, changing the subject, and Sunny Bhai, did people call you for the tickets for this game? I got random calls from people I haven't heard from 10 years. Do you have passes? Do you, Shaz, have had penny passes?
India-Pakistan game, no chance. And it'll build up. I think the crowd, there'll be a lot more coming as the afternoon progresses. But important now for the captain to to stay there for some length of time. Just his presence in the middle. He's an in-form player. We know if he gets in, he can score quickly.
Like I said, 4 and over should be the plan right now, but again, you can't just go 2 and over, and that will create a lot more pressure on you, and somebody will make a mistake, either Rizwan or Saud Shakil from the other end. Sami is bowling around the wicket, so Saud Shakil is looking good. The rhythm is there. Rhythm, you can see if the bowler is running comfortably, he's not kind of making beautiful delivery around the wicket with the angle, just coming in, hitting the stumps, aiming the stumps. That's a good pitch so far, no demons in it. Let's have a look. Look at the seam position, probably best in the world in my opinion. Every time he bowls, he hits the seam, doesn't matter the pitch.
And sometimes if it does move a little bit, that is what is dangerous. Prodigious movement, the batter is going to play and miss. A little bit of movement is where you get the edge. Like Hardik Pandya got Babar's outside edge.
So another tidy over, just 2 runs coming off it, 14 goals.
जैज से मिले नॉन-स्टॉप स्ट्रीमिंग की सुपर पावर।
तो अभी जैज की वीकली X+ ऑफर लगाओ और बेफिक्र होकर चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी देखो तमाशा पर।
तो हो जाए पाकिस्तान के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप।
4 overs for just 14. He's bowled well. What he's done well is he's sussed the conditions. He's not tried anything flash. He's bowled a decent line, length. Getting a hint of swing.
He is, and I think the length is the key here with him, the way he bowled this particular spell. And last 31 deliveries, Pakistan only scored 14 runs and lost 1 wicket. And that definitely adds up a pressure. And look at the seam position. Beautiful. The length, the line, pitching. .29 balls since the last boundary for Pakistan. They're 62 for 2. This partnership between Rizwan and Saud Shakil is just worth 15. Gautam Gambhir is looking relaxed.
There's no Rohit Sharma on the field. Shubman Gill captaining the side. Just wonder if we can get an update from the dressing room. But what do you reckon, as Pakistan's, what sort of score from here?
I can understand Pakistan lost 2 wickets early on. They are struggling a bit, 47 for 2 they were, but now the intent is so important at this stage of the game, okay? What we don't want to see them to hit 4s and 6s. The intent should be to take the strike, get 5 and over, 4 and over. If you get a boundary, that'll be a bonus. But so far they are in that particular mode just to block, or maybe get 2 and over. Hence 10 runs on last 30 deliveries. So yeah, intent gotta be positive. Okay, you might get out, but as a bowler, if somebody's trying to have a go at me intent wise, I'll be kind of a back foot a bit. But right now the bowlers are on top of Pakistani batters. Trying to pull or hit any shot, kind of they've gone back into their shell. Maybe that's the plan, I'm not too sure. Look at the length from Shami and Hardik to Rizwan. Just back of a length, nothing going, nothing wide, nothing short. Everything was kind of just outside off stump, top of off stump.
And where the breaks have been put, last 5 overs, just 10 runs. So a real squeeze being put on the scoring rate.
Last 5 games are on this ground. First inning score has been 248. Oh, edge. There's a field fielder there, third man going to go straight to him. It was up in the air in the wall. There was no slip. There was no gully. So 15 overs gone.
That should reach the boundary. So after 32 balls, a boundary for Pakistan, much needed.
And an innovative shot, you could say. He's seen what Akshar's been doing. Akshar's bowling his second